The game was really good, but we had to play really good because otherwise we had no chance against Leicester. And the boys did it from the first second. We controlled the game. We passed the right passes, moved in the right spaces, offered direction, passed, used these offers, and so a lot of things were really, really good. Even when we scored 2 goals, or one scored, obviously Leicester, after a set piece, but a lot of good football moments and a really, really good performance.
How pleased for Bobby are you?
Sorry?
How pleased for Bobby are you?
Very, very. I think you saw it earlier than me. I only saw it once now. That obviously he had a new record as well. The closest not goal, whatever, with goal line technology. So, yeah, congratulations. But of course, we were really happy and relieved, and he deserved it so much. He played a super game. Was so important for us tonight again, and you could see in the face of all the players when he scored that everybody thought, yes, exactly the right goal scorer.
And just on the Jota goal, there were 30 passes in the build-up to that goal, and he's now scored in his first 4 Anfield games. An incredible goal, an incredible start for Jota's career with you.
Absolutely, but especially this goal, he couldn't have scored without an outstanding cross from Andy Robertson. What a situation in the whole build-up, and passing all these passes, and then I think it was Joel probably, yes, to Robbo. Albrighton tries everything to win the battle at a little challenge there, and Robbo is really cool, good first contact, and then sensation cross, super move from Diogo. Yes, he's a good player. That's the reason why we signed him.
Okay, we've got Dave Maddock. We need some more hands up for people who want to ask in the open, but I've got Paul Joyce as well and James Pearce. So go on, Dave Maddock next.
Jurgen, that's a record in the history of Liverpool Football Club for games undefeated at home. And obviously you've passed some incredible sides in Liverpool's history. So how do you feel about that? What does that say about your team?
Look, my problem is that in the moment I spoke so much about football and had so much to think about how we can play the next game and things like this, so it doesn't feel it. Maybe it's not right, but there will be a moment for sure in the future when I think back, and hopefully it will be a different number then, and not only 64. But it's absolutely incredible. But it's all about the boys. It's all. I think it's really difficult to achieve something like this. But when you think about how tight all the decisions, a lot of games were, then it doesn't happen just like this. So you have to really dig in for that, and the boys did that. And I totally said it a few times before, we really enjoy playing here. It's our ground, it's our home. Everything feels home, even when the people are not here, which is absolutely. What is the right bollocks, bullshit, whatever? It's just not. It doesn't feel right, but we have to do it, and we are happy that we can play. And so, what the boys put out there on the pitch, performance-wise, is absolutely incredible, and it's the only reason for the number. And obviously, it's pretty tricky and pretty difficult to set records for this incredible club, because our fathers or grandfathers they were obviously pretty good. So having this record now, I'm happy for the players, but it doesn't feel like this in the moment, like a big moment, to be honest, because we play on Wednesday, and that's my actually only concern in the moment.
Thanks, Dave. Paul Joyce, and then James Pearce, and that's it as it stands. So, Paul.
Hi, Jurgen. So, I was just wondering if I could clarify one thing. Has Mo tested negative today?
That's what I've heard. Yeah. Yes, that's a negative today.
Yeah, and is it correct that he'll be tested again in 2 days? Is that your understanding?
Yeah, I think he's now. I think he's from now on pretty normal in all the testings. So we have to look. We have tomorrow the UEFA testing for the Champions League. I'm pretty sure he will be in that. He has now he can now train with us tomorrow.
Right.
And yeah, that's it. I don't know about the second test the day after, to be honest, but that could be. It could be the Premier League test already again.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably there are 2 tests in the next 2 days. So yes, he will be tested, like all of us.
Thank you very much. I've just lost James Pearce, which for the last question. Sorry, James, that's my fault. Let me just put you back on the panel. And And that's the last question is going to come from James Pearce before we conclude the evening. James, you're on. You need to unmute, James.
Hello. Hi, Jurgen. You okay?
Hi, James.
Jurgen, can I just check what the situation is with Naby in terms of, do you know what he has done? And also, obviously, no Shaqiri.
Come on, James. Where could I know from now?
He
felt his hamstring.
Hamstring, right, okay.
Okay. That was the question. So he felt his hamstring and was not able to play on. Otherwise, he would have stayed on the pitch.
Yeah, and how about Shaqiri?
Shock. So, how I know it, Shaq had a muscle injury at the national team, which he didn't really realize. So now he trained with us. We gave him a day off when he came back. Then he was involved in a session, but it was not fully involved in all these kind of things. So he just did a little bit. After that, he felt a little bit, and then we made a scan, and then they found that it was that he has an injury from 5-6 days ago. Nobody knew about that. Not even Shaki knew about it, but that's how things sometimes are. And so he was not able to be involved.
That's it. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Thank you, Jürgen.
Thank you.